Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe.
Daniel Bryan is a heel because he's vegan. Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton have another match in 2018, and Asuka continues to be awesome. I am Luke Owen. Press the thumbs up, leave a comment for me to reply to, and vote in the poll above my head to let me know what you thought of the show, where you can choose from Smackdown, Smacktastic, Smack Bang in the Middle, Smackdowner, and a smack in the face. This is the 4th of December 2018 edition of Smackdown Live in about 4 minutes. The show opened with Paige bringing out Asuka, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch for a contract signing for their triple threat match at TLC. Becky cut a fiery promo, but Flair cut her off by saying she picked up the ball Becky dropped at Survivor Series. Flair continued her heelish manner here, or babyface if you ask Ollie Davis, by constantly telling Becky to shut up and said she destroyed Ronda Rousey with one kendo stick. Imagine what she can do with tables, ladders, and chairs. Asuka jumped in and said that Becky has beaten Flair, but she's never beaten her, and Flair reminded us how WWE botched Asuka's undefeated streak following WrestleMania. After all three women signed the contract and Becky walked away, Flair and Asuka continued to bicker before Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville came out to watch. Shock of all shocks, this led to a tag team match, baby girl player. Becky returned to watch the match, which saw Flair and Asuka dominate until the ad break of heel heat came in, allowing Rose and Deville to take over. There was some miscommunication between Asuka and Flair, and Asuka gave Flair the sliding knee, allowing Sonya to pin her. Asuka sold this brilliantly, feigning sorrow while Becky posed with the belt. A good opening segment to this show. We saw Jon Stewart was at ringside, and then Jey Uso took on Xavier Woods of New Day and Cesaro of the Bar ahead of their triple threat match at TLC. What's the bets that ends up on the pre-show? Cesaro continued his run of uppercutting Jey out of the air, but was eventually pinned by Jey following a super kick. This was a really fun match, but it's Cesaro's third straight loss on TV, and fourth if you count the Survivor Series pay-per-view. Rusev cut a backstage promo on Shinsuke Nakamura after his attack last week, saying he wants to bring prestige and honor back to the United States Championship. It's really nice to see both of these guys getting something to do, but Rusev has been flattened out since his split with Aiden English. Speaking of which, I'm just getting word. I've just had an update on a missing persons report that has been filed. Yes, I can confirm, it's now been 109 days since Andrade Cien Almas was seen on WWE TV. We're hopeful he returns soon. Lars Sullivan is still coming to either Raw or Smackdown. And Miz hosted an edition of MizTV following a short R-Truth and Carmella dance break. He brought out the new Daniel Bryan to cut the now traditional heel "you people" promo, but rather than talk about vaccinations like Dean Ambrose, Daniel Bryan talked about subjects that I'm sure Vince McMahon also thinks are suitable for heels, like climate change, veganism, and an over-reliance on plastic. The absolute bastard! This was a tremendous promo from Bryan, proving that he can play any character they give him, playing up this preachy vegan trope that Twitter seems to think every vegan is, while at the same time shutting down the WWE fan base for chanting "what" at him by pointing out they're doing a stupid chant from 20 years ago because they're sheep. You know, he's not wrong. AJ Styles eventually came out and the two got into a brief scuffle, with Miz laying out the former champ with a skull-crushing finale, setting up a match for later that night. It was great seeing AJ and Bryan getting just physical enough to build interest into their TLC match, and this new Daniel Bryan character is really, really great. But speaking of the opposite of interesting, Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy had another match in 2018. Goody gumdrops. They had their usual match before Hardy got distracted by Samoa Joe on the big screen in a bar, and Randy won with an RKO. But the brilliance of this segment came afterwards, when Joe continued his pub-based promo about the trouble of excess, again playing into Jeff's real-life alcohol problems. Ooh, drinky! Which left Hardy in the ring looking a bit sad. Samoa Joe is damn cool. And in the main event, AJ Styles took on The Miz in a match that was more of a backdrop to further get over the new Daniel Bryan character, who cut an awesome promo on Byron Saxton about how he's killing the planet and how he wants his daughter Birdie to kick as many men in the balls as she can. The action in the ring was pretty good, with AJ kicking out of the skull-crushing finale and overcoming distractions from Bryan to tap out Miz with the calf crusher. But after the match, Bryan attacked Styles with chop blocks and a heel hook, which could be his new submission move. This was an awesome beatdown, and to be honest, it's just really nice to see the WWE Championship the main focus of SmackDown for a change. This was a very solid episode of SmackDown. It continued to build intrigue into the main storyline storylines of the show, like Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles, the triple threats over the women's and tag team championships, and Jeff Hardy versus Samoa Joe. There was nothing really newsworthy, but a solid 2 hours of TV with some good matches and great angles, which I guess is better than Raw. This week's SmackDown Live is Smacktastic. But what did Laurie Blake and I think of Monday's Raw with the tease of that women's tag team division? Click the latest Wrestle Ramble on screen right now to check that out. I've been Luke Owen, and that was wrestling.